Alright, let us take a gander at Tyler Hoechlin, if I'm saying that right, who plays Derek in Teen Wolf. So straight off the bat, I feel like I'm seeing very male energy in these wide-set, deep-set eyes. We've got a wide mouth, got a very defined jawline, strong cheekbones, brow ridge, male-looking hairline. Looks like we've got some the Adonis belt here and some very built musculature, but it doesn't look really weird. Yeah, very square-looking shoulders along here, strong neck. The back, you can tell, is straight behind here and curves only where the rear occurs. Definitely a male digit ratio down here. So he was also a child actor. Here it looks like he does have a widow's peak. This looks like a little boy to me. Very wide dental arch, kind of boyish looking ears. Just the eyes give the energy of a little boy. And these eyes give the energy of a not a little boy. So, yeah, just very kind of serious, intense, male-looking energy. Yeah, this strong structure. On FTMs, they seem to have, they can get a bit of a bulkier structure, but it just doesn't have this gaunt, chiseled look that biological males can achieve. Well, with the right genetics, anyway. A very strong chin as well. Look at the width of the hips compared to the width of the shoulders, which are incredibly broad, and definitely we can fit 3 skulls on these shoulders. Now the ribcage and the chest looking broad in the way that you'd expect of a man. Looking like we've got pretty long arms and big hands. Definitely got these square across broad shoulders. Again, squared looking shape, nothing weird and droopy or anything. Longer neck connected to shoulder muscle. And jutting bones. Very male looking features and expression. Definitely got an Adonis belt down here. It's a pretty veiny person, and the indent of the waist seems to be about navel level, but the actual hip height is lower. So, based on the breadth of the shoulders compared to that of the hips, I would say that's looking like a very male torso to me. This whole kind of attitude and demeanor just seems like kind of an unruly little boy. I don't know if this must be from a film, but I would think that was an ugly girl if it had long hair. So the face is looking pretty male, because male faces on women don't look very good, and female faces on men don't look very good. So it's a very kind of smiley, radiant person. So the earlier pictures of him actually looking serious were kind of harder to come by, but smiling, you can definitely see he's got the really wide male mouth that the MTF trannies have, not the FTMs. So the male to females. Consistent with biological male dimensions. Again, these are really wide set eyes. And, broad shape to all the facial features. Skull. Looks pretty young here. I don't know how old he is in this shot, but, still looking very male. And that bump on the straight across collarbones that I often see in males, even males that aren't like bone thin and have some muscle, so. Again, straight looking torso. Again, that pumpy thing, the strong collarbones, the male looking musculature with square shapes here and there. Now these knees, these are definitely male knees. Look at how defined the kneecap is and the way the muscle comes in all around it and everything. Loose trunks, but definitely not looking like we've got curves hidden under there or anything. This shape does not look female, to say the least. Again, a bit younger. Like I say, a smiley person, but the energy is not that gentle female look, even though he's got a pretty kind of almond-shaped eye that you often see on a girl. the energy in the eye isn't consistent with what you'd expect to see from a girl. He's got a pretty pronounced Adam's apple. Again, this kind of energy is just very projected and intense, and if girls make this kind of serious expression, it just doesn't have the same, challenging, fierce effect that a biological male will have with that expression. It's just the essence of our character and identity. So again, seeing strong bone structure everywhere. And these knees look very male too, the shape of them. The female knees tend to be kind of more curved and gently curved and gently pointed. Male knees often have more of a kind of squared look because the curve of the leg is different, so ends up looking different at the knee. Defined bone and long arms. And, this is a definite Adam's apple. It's looking pretty strong. Don't see a lot of guys in my generation that even have that, to be honest. So either it's implanted or it's just very good. And looks like we went a little overboard with the baby oil, but definitely seeing Adonis belt and this torso. Just, you really want to tell me that's a female torso? I can't believe that. I just can't believe that. Looks like a man. Again, with a friendly, serene kind of expression, radiates male energy. Radiates a kind of power that is consistent with the masculine persuasion. Arms look very long and hanging. Again, follows the crotch level rule for males, which is the wrist to the crotch rather than the palm to the crotch. And it's definitely neck and shoulders and everything looking male. Skull looking male. You can consistently see that you could fit at least 3 heads on these shoulders. No weird curves, straight looking legs. Again, sloping brow, brow ridge, strong, high cheekbones. Bold shape to the jaw, strong chin. Pronounced male looking features everywhere. I mean, look how it goes straight, all the way down. That does not look female at all. Square pectorals, bony and, proper kind of really ridged, defined musculature everywhere. Yeah, I can't imagine this being not male. If it's not male, why doesn't it have any curves? Why doesn't it have any female traits at all, if it's female? People always say the pretty eyes, but how is a pretty eye a female trait? Actually I've noticed a lot of men seem to have pretty thick eyelashes in comparison to women. And my theory for that was combined with the brow ridge. If men were working out in the fields and hunting and such, it would kind of protect the eyes more to have more of a dual shield of the brow to protect from sunlight and the lashes to protect from the elements. So, a lot of boys have what we consider to be pretty eyes, but I don't think that's restricted to women. And look at the shadow cast in these eyes from the brow ridge. And look at this defined, kind of gaunt, strong facial structure. Tall brow as well. Even with this kind of dreamy picture motif and the serene expression, this energy is so masculine and intense. It just doesn't have that kind of warm glow that a female would, but more of a outward burn. It doesn't draw you in, but kind of pushes out. Again, even with this overexposed bright lighting and no shadows really, you can still see the definite Adam's apple. I mean, look at this back, straight all the way down until the posterior. And straight legs. I mean, those feet look massive. I mean, maybe he's wearing shoes that are longer than the foot, but even if you trim it down a bit, that's still massive. It's really a big foot. Yeah, long arms, long limbs, long torso. This is a big person, it's a man. Yeah, as a teenager again, tilting his hips to the side, but, still not looking female. Just looking super straight and male. Arms look even longer when they don't have muscle kind of bulking them up. So it looks like these would definitely be gangly boy arms. Again, it's a square shape to the pectorals, square shape to the defined clavicles, the long, thick neck, even getting the Adam's apple here, so it does look like it just was a natural thing to grow rather than a implanted piece. And here next to Dylan O'Brien, I mean, look at these. Look how obviously different they are. That's obviously a girl, and that's obviously a boy. I mean, look at that. The different energy in the eyes, a radiant projection, a gentle glow. Yeah, they've tried to masculinize this person as much as possible, but it still falls short, especially when next to someone like this. None of the traits are as defined on this person. It's just so obvious to me. The arms looking pretty long, all the limbs just looking male. Just such a kind of relaxed bloke kind of demeanor to this guy. And yeah, I mean, this energy, he's got a very pronounced kind of energy. Maybe this is one of the natural alpha male kind of guys. Sure seems to have the physical appearance that would suggest that, but when you meet a male's eyes, depending on how naturally dominant they are, it can have a different degree of how powerful it feels. And, he does seem to have a pretty intense male energy. Do you feel the same? Can you recognize the energy? Believable facial hair. It covers a lot more of the face than in FTMs. You frequently see the scraggly kind of only on the lower half of certain parts, and don't see that on him. I mean, I would say the skin in general looks a bit more male than female. Female skin is just slightly more delicate, though, can't really judge entire genders on skin too trustworthily. Okay, again, straight pulley on his belt. Shape everywhere looking very male. I mean, either this is the best FTM in existence, or it's a man. And logic to me suggests that this is a man. Logic as well as the feeling suggests to me it's a man. Sloping, strong shapes. So yeah, my conclusion, looking at all of the traits of this person, are that I don't see any female traits on this person. So either they've done something miraculous, or this is just one of the men in the media. I do think there are a number. So yeah, go ahead and tell me what you think. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to believe that Tyler Hoechlin is a biological male. And that's that.